welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm happy that you've joined us today. I am Samantha. I run an eBay store called Second Chance Glasswares, and we specialize mainly in vintage glass, but we're branching out into china, pottery, and ceramics as well. And I promised in my last video a December haul, and that's everything sitting in front of us. Most of this did come from Salvation Army. There is one piece from Goodwill, one piece from a local thrift store, and one from Facebook Marketplace. I am not gonna lie, I have tried filming this video probably 5 or 6 times in the last 2 days and was never able to because of my little 2-year-old interrupting. So we're gonna go through this in one shot. What happens, happens, all the ums, ahs, and ands included. So let's just dive right in. Okay, the first thing I want to share with you guys is these little set of 6 juice glasses. The pattern on them is called Rainflower, and they were made by Anchor Hawking, I believe sometimes in the 70s. I'm just guessing that right now because of the coloring, but they're really adorable. 6-ounce juice glasses, 4 inches tall. I did find the whole set of 6 at once for 50 cents a piece at Salvation Army. And I'm going to try to list them online together for about $10 or $15 plus shipping. Unfortunately, when I got home, I realized that one of them back here had a really small microchip in the lid. Here it is. It's right here on the front of the glass. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. It's right there in front of my thumb. So that unfortunately really does affect the value. I was hoping to hang on to them until I could find a replacement. I did actually buy these back in October. I just forgot to put in my last haul, and I haven't found anything similar, so I'm just going to list them and hope for the best. Jumping over to this next little green glass, you might recognize this pattern from the last video. It's the Lino Milano pattern, also by Anchor Hawking. Other companies did make it. I believe Anchor Hawking is the only one that made this style though. I've heard it listed as a brandy glass. I've always called it a footed sherbet glass, but I found it for 50 cents the same day I found a couple of these other pieces back here, and I just thought it was adorable and added it to my cart. I'm going to keep this for my collection. One idea I saw with these glasses is someone for Christmas had a full set of 8, and inside they put 3 scoops of a red ice cream with 2 mint leaves inside, so it looked like holly for Christmas, and that was how they served it, and I thought that was adorable. So I'm hoping I can find a set and do the same thing at Christmas time next year. And these next 2 pieces kind of go together in a story. It's this little goose glass and this amber jar. I found this right before Christmas. I think we went out on the 21st. And it's just this basic small tumbler, holly leaves all the way around, with this adorable goose with a red bow. It was 50 cents at my local Salvation Army, and I had forgotten to bring cash with me the day I found this, and I really wanted this glass. But you can't use a credit card unless you have over $1 worth of stuff. So I searched and searched through the store, couldn't find anything I wanted to grab, finally settled on this little amber dish. I did pay $1.50, which was probably too much. I'm hoping I can just list it for around $5, $10. Get my money back plus shipping on that. It is really beautiful though. It has no chips or cracks. It's just a small amber divided dish. I have not looked up what the pattern is called yet. It's just pressed glass. But it is very beautiful, and I had to have my goose. Okay, and the only piece of stemware I bought was this pattern. Now these were made by the Libby company back in the 80s. There's a few different styles of them, and what kind of make these different is that they were given out as promotional items. Arby's restaurants would give these out back in the 80s. And I found this one, it's marked $1, but everything was 75% off, so I only got it for 25 cents. And my husband inherited a set of these glasses from his grandmother when she unfortunately passed away a few years ago, and I love them. I pull them out every Christmas. I'm inevitably going to break one someday though, so when I found this for 25 cents, I just grabbed it for us to add to our collection for when that day comes, and I won't be too sad I broke one. There is a few different patterns that Libby did put out in conjunction with Arby's. This is the more uncommon one. I don't see this one a whole lot, at least in my area. You've probably seen the ones that have holly on them though. They have really bold grain lines, holly leaves on just one side or all the way around. They came in multiple size tumblers. My favorite one that I found this year though, and I'm really regretting not picking any up, they're just a basic stemware, but down here it actually has like a pressed glass bow that's connected into it, and they're really pretty. So if you ever see those, I recommend picking them up. They actually do sell online pretty well. Okay, and then the last piece of big glassware back here, I'm not going to pick up fully because it is really heavy. It is just this big old pitcher. I found this at my Goodwill for $3. And I was thinking at the time that it matched my tumblers that I showed you last time that was in this pattern. It is not. It is made by Anchor Hawking during pretty much the same time period, but it is a whole different pattern. This is extremely heavy to ship, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking I would match it with my glasses and make a set out of it. On its own, it doesn't sell for more than $3 to $6 online, plus shipping, and so I just don't know if it's worth selling. I might keep it here or I might list it in my local Facebook marketplace. Okay, and on the back of the table again, this is the only piece of bakeware I have been able to find so far. It is by Fire King. See if I can, oh, that label is hard to find. There you go. Anchor Hawking Fire King. I paid $2.50 for it. It did come out without its lid. I checked everywhere in the store and I couldn't find it. But I believe it's called Harvest Fruits. I've always just called it Fruits. But the pattern on it is just beautiful. There's no chip, scratch, anything. I find most of the time when I see this pattern that the orange color is really, really faded. Some reason that seems to be the last color that goes. So when I found this, I was pretty excited. I am going to list it online in my eBay store. I haven't done any research to see what they go for, but I'm guessing about $10 plus shipping. And that's without the lid. Okay, finishing up the back of the table, and we still do have our Christmas tree up. I know it's January, but I like it. Anyways, coming back over here, I found this really cute squirrel jar, and we found it the same time that we found a couple of other glasses around the 21st of December. And my family has a tradition from my mom. She always puts those mixed nuts that need cracked in our stockings. She just stuffs our stockings with them every single year. So when I saw this, I was really excited because on Christmas morning, we put all of them inside. And I just thought it was adorable. It was really cute. I was thinking at the time when I picked it up, it was probably a hand-painted ceramic that someone just made. But I did finally look it up a couple days ago and was pretty excited to see it is a piece that was made in the 60s. There is a few different versions of it. This is one of the only ones I could find that had the nose, eye, and ear all painted. There's ones where it's just the nose and the ear, the eye and the ear. Seeing the nose painted was a little bit more uncommon. And then they did some versions too where the squirrel is just all painted brown and the nut is painted this lighter color. And the later versions, the entire thing, nut and squirrel, is just this darker color with no facial marks put on it. So I was pretty excited to find this one. I love that his eyes are kind of like a violet color. He looks a little evil though. But yep, that one is staying with me, and I only paid $1 for that. Okay, and we'll finish with the Jadeite, so we'll do this creamer next. Now this is just a little cubic pattern creamer. It's not marked on the bottom. I found it in the 99-cent basket at my local Salvation Army. If you ever see these A on any of my pieces, it's when Salvation Army thinks it's an antique. They charge you more for it, and they put an A in the symbol. It's just to kind of let them know if it's going to be included in a sale or not. I've seen this listed on eBay sometimes as the Jeanette creamer. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not because this handle doesn't seem right for Jeanette, but I might be wrong. So I need to do some more research, see if I can find what company made this. There are a lot of companies that made these cubic pattern styles. But for a little Melgas piece for 99 cents, I thought this was adorable. It is going to stay home with me. If I were to sell it online, I could probably get about $3 plus shipping, which just isn't worth it to me. So last but not least is this Jadeite dish. I was really excited when I saw this listed in my local marketplace. She had it listed for $50. I saved it to my favorite listing so it notifies you every time it drops. And I saw her drop it down to 40. And I sent her a message, asked was it still available, you know, was there any chips, cracks, marks, all of that. She said, no, it's perfect condition, not a single mark on it. So I was really excited. We agreed to $35 and that I would go pick it up. And it is beautiful. The inside is clean. The bottom pattern on it is gorgeous. I love that pattern. But when I got home and unwrapped it after I picked it up and paid for it, there is a chip in it that she did not say was there. See if I can find it now. It is one of these little corners on the other, there it is. Right there on the other side of that lid. So surprisingly, it's on one of the rounded corners and not the pointed ones, but it is definitely there. You can't see it from the front, which is kind of nice. So when the lid is closed, it probably doesn't really matter so much. I'd like to think she was not a mistake, she didn't know, but you know, it still was kind of a disappointment when I got it home and wrapped it. I was going to keep this for my collection, but because of that little chip, I am going to sell it. In perfect condition, I've seen these go for over $120 on eBay. Since it does have the chip in it, I'm going to list it for $75.80 and just kind of hold out for the best offer. I've seen them sell with a lot worse chips where all these little points are chipped on the underside for around $50 to $100. So hopefully I'll get my asking price. If not, hopefully someone will give it a good home. Okay, and that is everything from December and a couple things from October 2018. And I'm sorry, this is kind of a mess of a video, but I want to get it up and out there and over with. I do have 2 more videos coming up soon. I was going to wait till the end of every month and do like a full collection update, but I went to Goodwill yesterday and found a ton of Corelle and Corningware, and I want to get them listed up, so I'm going to show you guys first, and that will be the next video coming out. So I hope you guys have a great day. Please consider liking and subscribing to this video and joining me on my thrifting to resell journey. Bye guys.